Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicle Night channel. This video is sponsored by PTCGO the best place for you to get Pokemon TCG code cards. Are you looking to complete your card collection online for the latest set? PTCGO has everything you need. And please remember to use my code NIGHT22 at checkout so that you can get a 5% discount. Please enjoy the discount and your purchase directly supports the content I create in this channel. Thank you guys so much for your support and for your supporting PTCGO. In today's video, we're taking a look at Hisuian Samurott from the Astral Radiance set. Hisuian Samurott is a Dark-type Stage 2 Pokemon which evolves from Oshawott and Duwott. It has 170 HP, 2 retreat cost, no resistance, and it has weakness to grass. It has the ability Wily Stance. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card from your hand, and if you do, you draw 3 cards. And it has the attack Dark Mastery. For 1 dark and 2 colorless energy, it deals 60 plus damage. However, this attack will deal 20 more damage for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So not just Dark type energy, but any energy you have in play. This attack can become so powerful that it even has the potential to one-hit KO any Pokemon in the game. I have 9 Dark Energy and 4 Twin Energies in this build, which can technically power up this attack for 2 energies. To stack our energies though, I've included 4 copies of Dark Patch. This item card allows you to accelerate Dark Energy from the discard pile to one of your Dark-type Pokemon in your bench. And I thought it fitting to include Galarian Weezing with the Energy Factory ability, which pretty much doubles basic Dark Energy attached to any Weezing, thus increasing Hisuian Samurott's attack. But I also added this Galarian Weezing with the Neutralizing Guess ability, which turns off all of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities. This is great for stalling, especially it's a challenge for us to evolve our Stage 2 Hisuian Samurott. And this Pokemon is also great for dealing chip damage. With its attack, Severe Poison, for 1 Dark Energy, you poison your opponent's active Pokemon, and this poison deals 4 damage counters in between checkup instead of 1. It is worth noting that its pre-evolution Coughing has the Ascension attack. For 1 Dark Energy, you can evolve into Weezing. Sometimes it's good to use this attack to immediately disrupt your opponent when you evolve into the Neutralizing Gas Galarian Weezing. And the EXP Share Tool card will also help preserve our basic energy in play. This allows you to transfer basic energy from your active Pokemon that was knocked out to the Pokemon with this attached. And I usually attach one of this to my Energy Factory Weezing where possible. I have 1 copy of Snorlax with the Gourmandize ability as my draw support. I only have 1 because once you set up Hisuian Samurott, you can use its ability to draw cards instead. And I also have 1 copy of Manaphy to prevent attack damage to our bench. And since the Temple of Sinnoh Stadium can turn off our Twin Energies, I added Training Court Stadium to bump out our opponent's stadium. However, I could only fit 1 in this build. But this could possibly help you recover 1 energy from the discard pile once per turn. As for the other cards worth noting, I added 2 Piers, which can help find a Twin Energy and a Dark Pokemon from our deck. And Raihan is also pretty helpful in this build. If one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's turn, you can accelerate 1 basic energy from the discard pile to one of your Pokemon, and then you can also get any 1 card from your deck. I gotta say, this is a pretty simple deck. It could still use a little tweak to make it more consistent, but for what it is, it's actually pretty powerful. And that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below. And now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Hisuian Samurott. Alright, going right into our first match. We are going to go first, as I would recommend to go first with this build because we have to set up our basics first, and then on our proceeding turns we'll have to evolve into our stage 2s. I have to admit though, this deck build is a little bit full, so it was a little bit hard to make it more consistent than I'd like it to be, but for what it is, it seems to be working okay. So I'm just gonna use this quick ball, get my Snorlax. That's just that's the way it be for my builds, man. I rely on Snorlax because it's a single pricer. You only need to fill your deck with just 1 card, and it's such a great drawing option. You know, as opposed to having stage 2 Pokemon or stage 1 Pokemon like Bibarel or something like that. You know, it feels you'll have to get about 4 cards to fit in your deck to have that drawing option. So we have a Coughing to start. We're gonna use Pierce to get another Coughing. That way we can set up 2 Weezing line. And we have 1 on hand already, so that's good. And then I can start energizing one of these Weezing, because we can use the Poison Weezing first. And we're just gonna Gourmandize here, and then we can build up the other one So the neutralizing gas will be good with this matchup because they're using a lot of the Inteleon and then Drizzile shady dealings. We can possibly stop them from setting up. Okay, this is a Jolteon VMAX build. Alright. Good thing we have our Manaphy to protect our bench. And Jolteon is only dealing 100 damage, so we should be okay. They can't even knock out my Snorlax with one hit, so we should be okay. Unless, I mean, if they have a lot of Zigzagoon and if they end up setting up an Inteleon with a quick shooting, then it's going to be bad for us. But for what it is, they're relying on damage counters on our Manaphy. That's their main target because it's protecting our bench. Ooh, they have Marnie. So they're just gonna pass. Alright. I don't mind that. So what I'm gonna do here is I need to thin out my hand because I need to draw into more cards. And I need to set up my Hisuian Samurott line. So I'm just gonna evolve and then put an energy on Snorlax because at some point they're just gonna knock it out. So might as well just attach an energy there to thin out my hand. And if they knock out my Snorlax, that's gonna go into the discard pile. Then we can use Dark Patch to energize our Pokemon. We can use Inteleon with the shady dealings, so they get 2 trainer cards from their deck. Let's see what they do here. So most likely they're just gonna use Switch and then start attacking. They could get a boss so that they can target my Manaphy. So again, that's their primary target there is Manaphy, because Jolteon VMAX focuses on knocking out 2 targets at a time, especially the low HP Pokemon. They're gonna scoop up their Inteleon and then Zigzagoon probably, yep. So they're gonna continue to deal ping damage to my Manaphy. They're gonna Marnie. So that's gonna shuffle my hand. That's okay. I hope I can find a basic Pokemon here. My Oshawas. I still don't get anything, so that's not good. But that's okay. Again, we should be fine. We can survive an attack from this Jolteon and Snorlax. We can use Snorlax to use Gormandize this turn. So I'll continue to energize my Energy Factory Weezing for my next turn. But we're having a hard time finding our basic Oshawott here. Alright, they have Path to the Peak, which doesn't really affect us because we don't have any V Pokemon. They have Marnie. Alright, that's good. I'm fine with that. We're just gonna continue to reshuffle until we find our Oshawott. Alright, we got one. Alright, we got one. So we don't have any energy, and that's why it's very good that we attach that one energy to Snorlax. So now that they reshuffled our hand, meaning to disrupt us, but we got a Raihan. Once they knock out our Snorlax, we're just gonna... They don't knock out my Snorlax. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna set up 2 Oshawott because we got one from our top deck, and I'm just gonna Gormandize. And we're just gonna wait for our opponent to knock out my Snorlax, and in time, the time that they're giving us, we're actually building up a lot more energy. And there it is. Their main target was Manaphy. I could use Weezing to stall, probably deal some chip damage as I poison their active Jolteon, because we still need a rare candy to evolve into our Hisuian Samurott. I mean, let me switch my coughing. I can retreat. That way I can use my Raihan. And then what I could do is use my Ordinary Rod to get Manaphy back. And I'll just grab Manaphy with Raihan. Let's see how many energy. I only got 1. I need that for my Raihan. So I'll just get Pokemon. I'll get my Manaphy. And then I'll accelerate an energy to my coughing again. Get my Manaphy, so that's gonna continue to protect our bench, and then we're just gonna poison their active, and we're gonna deal chip damage to their Jolteon VMAX. So it's gonna be a lot easier for us to knock it out once we get our Samurott in play. So now they have 80 damage. We got another Twin Energy, which actually could help us to increase our attack damage. I'll just attach it to Manaphy because that will increase our attack significantly. And then I could use my Evolution Incense. Alright, I could use that for my next turn, I guess. And then I'll just evolve into my Energy Factory Weezing. And that should double all of the dark energy attached onto it once we evolve our Coughing. For sure they're gonna knock out my active, and we can transfer that energy because of the EXP share. They evolve into another Jolteon, and sure enough they knock out my active. And then I have Evolution Incense to get Hisuian Samurott, but I'm gonna use Professor's Research anyway, and we need rare candy, so I'm probably just gonna use that to get the Weezing. Let me just use Ordinary Rod, put this back. That can go a long way once we negate their abilities. So I'm going all in with this Professor's Research. I hope we get both cards, Rare Candy and Hisuian Samurott. Dude, that's awesome. Let's go. So now we can transform into Hisuian Samurott. We can use EXP Share, Wily Stance to draw into 2 more cards. Dude, we got a Dark Patch. That's even better. We can put 1 more energy to our Weezing, increasing our attack even further. Let's see what we get. Dark Mastery, 380 damage. That's awesome. 1 hit knocking out their Jolteon VMAX. That's awesome. We even got a Hisuian Samurott from our prize. So now we can evolve our other Samurott, and they're not even dealing enough damage to knock out my active, and there's the scoop, man. Good game. Very good game. Alright, on to our next match. And we're going up against a Arceus VSTAR deck. I'm gonna start setting up, I think, my Samurott line. And then I can attach a Twin Energy, and I'm just gonna pass. So it's very difficult. Yeah, I wish I could make this build even more consistent, but I don't know. I just need all of the elements in here, and it's very hard to add further consistency other than my Snorlax in there. And Pierce have been very a good addition as well, because I can get a Twin Energy and then a Hisuian Samurott. I think the hardest part of this build is really setting up my basic Oshawott, because it has a different typing of water, so it's a lot harder to find its basic other than relying on my quick balls. So I'm just gonna use Pierce, and I'm gonna start setting up my Coughing line. You can use that for the neutralizing gas or the energy factory later on. So what I'm gonna do here is use my other quick ball, discard this energy, and then I don't have a Snorlax, unfortunately. So I'll just set up another thinking Oshawott. That way I can have 2. Use the Dark Patch, and then I think I'll just evolve into the neutralizing gas Weezing. And that should slow them down a little bit, because even if they evolve into Arceus VSTAR, they can't use the ability to get the energies they need. They can use their attack to power up their bench though, but they're gonna evolve into Arceus VSTAR, so they can't attack. What I could do is just use Severe Poison. I don't want to use my Training Core to bump out their Path to the Peak, because it's not affecting us anyways, and I don't want them to have access to energy. Unfortunately, that's what they get from their top deck. That's crazy. Anyways, went their way. But we can use right hand though, because now we have a few energies in our discard pile. Now we can use our training court because they have plenty of energy to go around anyways. They don't really need training court at all. So I guess I can use rare candy. Let me accelerate an energy with right hand, get a rare candy, and then I'll just attack. I mean, they can knock out my Hisuian Samurott because their Arceus is dealing 200 damage right now. We use our training court so I can use Wily Stance. Hopefully we can get a draw option here. Ooh, nothing. I could set up another coughing. Use Ordinary Rod to get Pokemon, get these two back, and then I can evolve into Weezing again next turn. So what I'm trying to do here is just stall as much as I can. I mean, if we hit 420 damage here, maybe that poison is gonna finish them up. So now, if they keep their Arceus VSTAR in their active, that poison is gonna knock them out, and they're gonna Marnie. So that's actually okay with me, because now that's gonna give us more cards, so that hopefully we can set up here. We got another rare candy, but no Samurott. Alright, they're gonna put 1 damage counter on my coughing, but that's okay. Because I don't see any Weezing surviving anyways. Because it only has 130 HP and Arceus is dealing 200 plus damage, so it doesn't really matter if they put damage counter on it. It's just gonna get knocked out easily. So now nothing is preventing my opponent from using their ability. They're getting 2 cards from their deck, the Star Birth ability, but they don't use any of those cards. They just knock out my Samurott. But that's okay. That's gonna the poison's gonna knock out their Arceus VSTAR in the active. Then I'm just gonna promote my coughing in the active. So what I'm gonna try and do here is, we got an Oshawott, another 2 Oshawotts, dude. It's not really what we need. Ooh, we got a Samurott. We can evolve one. So let's go ahead and do that. We can use Wily Stance to draw into more cards. Let's use Training Court. Then we can use Wily Stance to discard 1 energy card. Drawing to 2 cards. We got another coughing, which is good. So at this point, we're just trying to survive as long as we can. Let me put an energy in the active so I can use poison again. And then I can start accelerating energy with the Dark Patch to my Hisuian Samurott. And I'm just going to poison their active. So now they have to evolve. They can probably evolve into an Arceus VSTAR here. And that's going to remove the poison. But if they cannot, that poison will continue to deal damage. And because we have Neutralizing Gas Weezing in the active, they can't use their Bibarel or any of their Pokemon's abilities. So we should be okay for the meantime, but they are going to be able to knock out my Weezing because it only has 130, and Arceus V is dealing 130 damage. So I don't know, I have no choice but to put my Samurott in the active. We can survive an attack here. Dude, we got a Twin Energy for our top deck. That's insane. Let me use Wily Stance, draw into 2 cards. Okay, I can use Training Court, put this EXP share. That will help energize. And then we're just gonna do as much as we can to energize our other Pokemon. And then Dark Mastery, 140 damage deals, and that's enough damage to knock out their Arceus V for another 2 prizes for us. We got a Twin Energy. We just need a rare candy to evolve another Samurott. But at least we have Weezing or Coughing with an energy, and then I have Snorlax. I'll probably have to stall another turn here because I need other cards to evolve into another Samurott. But as it is, dude, we're not doing too bad. We just need 2 more prizes to win this game. And my opponent is also using Lucario VSTAR. So very epic or very powerful card. However, against single prizer, it actually doesn't do too well. So we do have a little bit of an upper hand here. So let's use Wily Stance. Okay. We have Level Ball. I could get a Duat. Can start evolving one of my Samurott line, because if we can't have access to rare candy, I might as well just evolve it slowly. And I don't want to use my professor's research. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, I think I have ordinary rod, right? So I can just sacrifice everything here. Hopefully I draw into something, and then I'm hoping that ordinary rod will save us sometime in the future. Get Galarian Weezing, doubling that energy. Put one more energy and hope for the best. Dark Mastery for 240 damage. We were how many energy shy? We are 2 energies shy of knocking out their Lucario V-Star. But unfortunately, they're gonna knock out my active. We can transfer 1 energy to my Duat, but I need to get my Samurott back to the deck. I need to get Samurott back to the deck. So we need Ordinary Rod to recover our Samurott. We can use Pierce, but they're gonna boss? Why are they gonna boss? Dude, it doesn't matter. We just win the game, dude. Because we only need to hit their Lucario V-Star by 30 damage. And that's gonna be game. We have... Alright, we're just gonna transfer this. We have Boss's Order. It doesn't matter if they retreated. But yeah, we're just gonna knock out their active and win this game. Dark Mastery for the win. Dude, this was a weird game, but you know what? Samurott. This is a good Samurott showcase, so good game. Alright, let's move on to our third match. We're gonna start off with the Coughing in the active, Oshawott in the bench, and looks like we're going up against Samurott V-Star. Alright. So Samurott versus Samurott, which will win, the V-Star or the regular Stage 2 Samurott? Let's find out. I'm probably gonna lose here because Samurott V-Star is actually pretty good, and then paired with a lot of the Inteleon line, quick shooting, it's gonna deal a lot of damage. But we can possibly stall here as long as we can set up our Galarian Weezing. We should be able to prevent their Inteleon line from dealing damage counter to our Pokemon. Alright. We don't have... Oh, that's right. They can discard our tool cards. So the EXP share, that's a waste, dude. The XP share is actually pretty good in this deck. So I'll just stall, evolve into Weezing, and then go from there. Hopefully they don't have any energy here to attack, but even if they do, we should survive an attack because they need a damage counter to increase Samurott V-Star's attack. But without any abilities available, because Weezing is shutting down their ability. So this Zigzagoon is useless. Yeah, it's it's useless, dude. You cannot affect me with your ability. So their Samurott V-Star is only dealing 110 damage to our active Weezing, so it should survive. That's good. So that affords us a few turns here. I can start energizing my Samurott line, I suppose. And then I'm just gonna Severe Poison, so that's gonna deal chip damage. They can knock out my Weezing, but we should be able to deal a knockout on our next turn, hopefully. Because that one energy is gonna go to the discard pile. And we have Raihan on hand. We can accelerate that. We just need a rare candy. And then hopefully we can draw into better cards on our next turn. So that's 4 cards available for us at least. We need a rare candy, not a Samurott, right? Yeah. So we can evolve. We can use Wily Stance. Manaphy is actually pretty useless in this matchup, so I could probably just discard that. And I'll just attach an energy on Coughing and Dark Mastery. 140 damage and not quite enough poison damage to knock out their Samurott VSTAR, but it's 1 energy short of getting knocked out, or 1 HP. We were short 1 HP. They're gonna use Avery, so they're dealing 200 plus damage. They're gonna knock out my Hisuian Samurott, but that's gonna knock out their Samurott VSTAR as well. So they're gonna have to retreat it. But no, they went for a knockout that turn, so that's okay. But we're dying here. We're dying. We don't have a lot of setup going. At least we get 2 prizes. Hopefully we get something here. We get a Marnie, so that's even better, and a Quick Ball. Okay. Oh, okay. We got a Duat as well. Can use a Quick Ball. I need to set up further. Pierce is not doing too well, so I think Snorlax is the best option I have right now. So I'll switch into Snorlax, use Marnie, and then okay, we got another Oshawott, so that's good. That's good. We can energize Duat. Can use the Dark Patch to energize Coughing. And then I can use Ordinary Rod to get back the Weezing line, I'm thinking. How many energy we got? We got 2. I can do both. Okay, I can get one energy. All I need is to retain 1 energy in the discard pile. So let me just get 1, and then I'm gonna Gormandize. So Samurott VSTAR is actually pretty good. There's just a lot of stuff going for it. It hits for 220, but it requires that damage counter is on your opponent's active Pokemon. So unless they can accomplish that, which is actually pretty easy to set up, but if they cannot, it's not really hitting for a lot of damage. They have Choice Belt, but it's not effective against us because we're not AV Pokemon. So with that chip damage on Snorlax, they could just easily retreat their Bibarel, and they can use its Industrious Incisor's ability to draw into more cards. And there it is. There's the Samurott VSTAR. They can just easily retreat into their Samurott. They can get a knockout here for 1 more prize. So I don't know if we have enough energy to get a knockout here. Let's evolve this first into Hisuian Samurott. I will need to put a Dark Energy on my active to have it attack. Guess I'll get these 2. So that way I can evolve into another Samurott, because we did have a rare candy. So now let me just use Wily Stance. I can use 2 of them, and then I can try set up another Samurott line. Actually, I need the Quick Ball. I feel like I'll just discard the Professor's Research, because at this point it's not really wise to use Professor's Research. Then I can use Dark Patch to add another energy, and then discard Professor to get another Oshawott. We can evolve that on our next turn, and then just attack this turn, I guess. That's all we could do right now. Right? So Dark Mastery, 180 damage. Well, it's not too bad, I guess. It has 90 HP left. So at least we don't have to really stack up our energies to get a knockout on our next turn, because we have Twin Energy to power up our next Hisuian Samurott, we can get a knockout off of this VSTAR. And even if they retreat with it, we have Boss's Order, so we can get 2 prizes. And there's another Samurott VSTAR on our opponent's side. So, at least they're only taking 1 prize at a time, but it's a little bit nerve-wracking to think that, you know, just the setup of stage 2 is very... It's very awkward, you know. It's very difficult to do every turn. So all they have to do is evolve once. They have a lot of HP. They can tank a lot of hits. But here, oh dude, we got a Raihan from our top deck. That is insane. That's actually pretty good. That may have just saved our life here. Let's evolve into another Hisuian Samurott. We can accelerate 1 more energy. I can use... Maybe we can draw into Weezing. Dude, we got we got Evolution Incense. That's crazy. We're just getting the cards we need. So let's get Weezing. We should have a very powerful attack damage output now. Attach an energy with Raihan on my bench. And I'll get a boss just in case. I'll get a knockout here. Oh, I still have 1 Wily Stance. Might as well use it. Dude, another Dark Patch. That's crazy. That is crazy. Alright, Dark Mastery. We're dealing 260 damage. That's insane. 2 prizes right here. I think we can actually win this match. This is insane. As long as they don't target my Energy Factory Weezing, we should be fine, I think. We're dealing 260. If they knock out my active, that's 3. That's 3 energies in the discard pile. I mean, if we have another Dark Patch, I guess we could possibly win this match. Dude, they don't have any means to add damage counter in my active, and all we have to do is add this, and that should be enough damage to 1-hit knockout their Hisuian Samurott. But for good measure, let's go for... Oh, dude, get a Dark Patch, let's go. And there it is, guys. I think that's it. Dark Mastery for 340 damage for the win. Against a Samurott VSTAR, dude. That was a pretty epic game. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to smash the like button for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicle Night channel, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.